Hello everyone, welcome to another process video. So this drawing was pretty unscripted. I really just wanted to draw something, and whenever I do that, I usually use the expansion method of drawing, which is my method where like I start off with this really tight space and I kind of expand the drawing as I go. So the focus is going to be this character's face, and I start off doing it halfway because like I was thinking of doing a close-up drawing of her face before, and at some point I'm gonna switch it up and duplicate it so get the other side of the face. But yeah, I'm going to be focusing on the details of this side, adjusting everything, then getting it duplicated and changing the size so like you can get more space and other things can fit in. You can see how I'm using shapes. I'm kind of blocking things out. I'm not really just drawing. I'm blocking things out to make it easier to construct them. And yeah, you want to be like really loose when you're sketching. You shouldn't be too concerned with making smoothest lines. For this type of drawing, I'm going to be also using the subtraction method, which is where like I make a sketch, but I'm not gonna ink. I'm just gonna build off from the sketch. I'm just gonna keep adding things until like it's less sketchy, but like I don't want to erase all the sketch lines because I feel like that's a like huge part of the style of this drawing that I'm going for. So yeah, I'm really in love with cyberpunk aesthetic, so I always like adding body modifications to my characters. Cyberpunk is probably my favorite video game of all time, and low-key this game was kind of inspired by that. But yeah, it was really like a fun process to get this started. She's doing the Gojo domain pose.
Oh boy, my name is Rick Sanchez, but that's not how Rick Sanchez starts. No.
What are you doing? What are you doing calling yourself Rick Sanchez, man? You're not even Rick. I'm Rick, bitch.
Rick, I don't think he wants to be here. I think he's drawing. I don't think he wants to be, talking about, we could get sued, Rick. We should leave. Oh boy, I'm Mickey Mouse. That's who I actually am.
No. Yeah, so ignore all of that. I am definitely not crazy. In fact, my second interest besides drawing is voice acting. And yeah, sometimes I like to do really weird voices. And so I hope you guys were really turned off by that, because like there's probably going to be more of that in my future videos. But yeah, so when you're drawing a face, you want the emotion to be like clear as day. The eyes are a huge part in giving a character like a certain emotion or a certain like feeling to them. So you can see her eyes are trained towards the girl in the middle. It's kind of like a confused look, like, yo, what the fuck is going on? I think that's what that look is giving. And I wasn't too decided on what I'd make her wear. See, I could try to add a character at the back there, but didn't really work out. So just gonna focus on adding more detail. Let's keep detailing. That's always great. Morty, I wish I could draw, man. I'll draw myself a whole goddamn universe, Morty.
Rick, we can't be here, Rick. We need to we need to go on some space adventures, Rick. We should get out of here.
Shut up, Morty. You don't know what you're talking about. Art is life, Morty. Art is fucking life, Morty. Ah! Yeah, I don't know. You guys should rate my Rick impressions. It's probably like not as good as the Morty one, but yeah, I have my own characters, but like I'd probably be drawing those characters. That's how I would introduce you to those characters. But yeah, I'm really not sure what I was going for. I like the jacket. I like the hand gesture. So I do some edits real quick to, like change the color tone of the red to like a black with like a blue highlights. Like I always like having like a color overlay. So instead of the color just being a flat color, it has like an underlay of a different color. Gives it the drawing more life, especially if you're gonna have like a sketchy style. So you can see now I'm just like detailing, just adding to the detail that's already there. Yeah, you wanna make the strongest parts like really stand out. You wanna really focus on, yeah, even though it's rough, it's detailed in a way that is intentional, like that. But that roughness gives it like this extra like appeal to it. But yeah, fuck yeah, Pickle Rick. No, Pickle Rick, you are not allowed in here. But yeah, so yeah, it's gonna keep going till to the whole canvas, just so I can write a few words that no one's gonna see on the bullet, and put like cross and a necklace. Morty, I think this guy's weird. Morty, he's drawing weird things, and Morty, we should really get back to yeah, shut up, Rick. So yeah, so that's me like taking out that character because I was thinking, okay, I'm gonna add something else behind there, but it didn't really work out in the sense of like angling everything, and I was thinking, that could be like an artwork on its own, and I don't think I want to do like an entirely different character disposition, full body. But yeah, like it's really fun to just watch my process video sometimes, because like this drawing was completely impromptu. Like I had no idea of what was happening, and yeah, these are some of my most fun but frustrating, because like I don't know what's going on most of the time, and a lot of these end up not getting finished. Like I usually toss drawings like this to the side and finish them later, but this was so like streamlined and focused, and there wasn't really any technical aspect that I found difficult, so I was able to finish it. And I don't have the full process, but I have like most of it. Like coloring took the least amount of time, and like just detailing it, I feel like is enough to show you like how how I got this done. I don't know what I'm saying anymore, so hey, what's next? Dude, I think you should tell them, the kind of brushes you use, like, dude. Okay, Morty. So I'm using a charcoal brush. If you use Krita, you should try out the charcoal brush or the soft chalk brush. Those work really well. And here's me making some of the final edits before I go on to stop recording and just color the entire thing off screen. And you can see I'm separating the character in front from the others, like by a color margin. Like even though it's not that much, you want the focus to be like brighter. And yeah, I like to add a lot of like texture overlays to give more like grit and grunge to it, so this adds like sort of a shine. And yeah, this is what the final looks like. Yeah, this is what the final looks like with all the shading done. Thank you for watching this.